Hello students, now we will learn about phyllotaxy. Phyllotaxy means arrangement of leaves at the node region of branch or stem is called as phyllotaxy. There are three types of phyllotaxy, that is alternate phyllotaxy, opposite phyllotaxy and whorled phyllotaxy. We will see those types. Phyllotaxy, it means arrangement of leaves at nodes of branches or stem. That arrangement is termed as phyllotaxy. There are three types of phyllotaxy. What are those three types? First one, alternate phyllotaxy. Second one, opposite phyllotaxy. Third one, whorled phyllotaxy. Coming to first one, alternate phyllotaxy. Alternate phyllotaxy means a branch or a stem. We know that stem is having nodes and internodes. So suppose think that these marks are node regions on the branch or stem. So if at one node, if leaf arises on one side, at other node, leaf arises on other side. So at right and left regions, these will be altered. Leaf did not grow just on the opposite side of the same node. Such type of phyllotaxy is called as alternate phyllotaxy. Example of such type of arrangement of leaves we can see in case of hibiscus, rose, mustard, sunflower and people, means Ficus religiosa. We'll write meaning of this. If leaf, I'm not writing leaves because one side many leaves will not be present. Leaf, if a leaf arises at one node on one direction and other next leaf at next node on other direction. But not at same node. Such type of arrangement of leaf is called as alternate phyllotaxy. Then what about opposite phyllotaxy? If two leaves arise at same node on opposite direction. If this is the stem or branch with nodes and internodes. This is one node, this is internode, another node, another node. So how many nodes we are representing? 1, 2 and 3. If two leaves arises at same node on opposite direction. Like this. Like this. Such type of arrangement is called as opposite phyllotaxy. If two leaves arise from one node on either side of node, at one node and also on either side of node. Such type of arrangement is called as opposite phyllotaxy. This opposite phyllotaxy is again of two types. Opposite phyllotaxy is of two types. What are those? First one, superimposed phyllotaxy. Superimposed phyllotaxy and decussate type of phyllotaxy. Dickasate Phyllotaxy. If two leaves are arranged on opposite side, but the arrangement of leaf is the same, left and right at same angle, means if both of them are representing 180 degrees, all the leaves on one branch or one stem, they are not twisted at any direction. So superimposed. If all leaves at all nodes are in one direction. Without changing the angle. Without changing the angle means if this is the node region, node. If this leaf is like this, and if other leaves are 90 degrees angle to the next node region, like this. So the angle between this node and this node will be of 90 degrees. This is not, in case of superimposed, the angle is of plane. We can say it is 180 degrees angle, like this. All are of same plane. Such type of arrangement is called superimposed, just like typical opposite phyllotaxy only. Examples we can take under superimposed as blackberry and eugenia. So we will write examples as blackberry and eugenia. Then what about Dickasate type of phyllotaxy? In case of Dickasate type of phyllotaxy, if this is the branch or stem with some nodes and internodes like this, the leaves at one node will be in one direction, means in one plane. But the next subsequent leaves at next node will be of other direction. They are directed like this. We will use other pen. Like this. Here, this is node. But here, these leaves are directing right and left. But these are directing vertical, up and low. Here, if we take the angle between these two leaves, it will be of 90 degrees. But in case of superposed, if we take completely, it is 180 degrees between each node. So if we take like this also, it is same angle, 180 degrees angle. But here it is not like that. These are of 90 degrees angle between, there is 90 degrees angle between two nodes. Again here the leaves are like this. So such type of arrangement is called Dickasate. Dickasate type of phyllotaxy. Here examples we can take as ossimum. Means commonly here in India we use a term like tulsi, called as tulsi and calotropis. Here we also can write under superimposed phyllotaxy, guava also. Guava type of phyllotaxy. Next coming to whorled phyllotaxy. Whorled means if this is stem or branch and these are the nodes, at one node many leaves are arranged and surrounded the node for proper exposure to sunlight for the process of photosynthesis. This type of whorled phyllotaxy we can see in case of Alstonia. This is one leaf. Example is Alstonia. In case of whorled phyllotaxy, example is Alstonia. In case of opposite superimposed phyllotaxy, examples are blackberry, we commonly call as jamun. Next, eugenia and guava. Next, in case of opposite Dickasate type of phyllotaxy, examples are ossimum, commonly we call as tulsi, and calotropis. Here the nodes are giving leaves which are 90 degrees angle to each other. In case of alternate phyllotaxy, examples are hibiscus, rose, mustard, sunflower and peepal trees.